Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. Yet another important video in algebra, and this time I am going to take up the all important topic of division of polynomials. When it comes to division of polynomials, what strikes your mind first is the long division method. And the long division method is, the success of that particular method is dependent on some factors. How good you are in division of monomials, and that's what is the base of the topic. I hope you have watched my previous videos which I have uploaded in last 3-4 days, where I have told you basic factorizations and how to divide monomials, how to multiply monomials, how to find the highest common factor between the terms, and that all those concepts which I have already taken up will form the base of this topic of division of polynomials. So friends, watch the entire video. This will form the base for higher algebra. Okay, before I get into higher algebra, let me tell you about India's #1 Vedic maths beginner level video course. Beginner level. Why I stress so much on the beginner level? Because if your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and divisibility, these 5 things are very strong. If you are able to calculate sum of 3-digit numbers orally, if you are able to subtract mentally, if you are able to multiply 2-digit numbers mentally, divide them using the partial quotient method, there are so many things in beginner level, and if you are good in all those things, your future calculations of squaring, cubing, square roots, cube roots, percentages, decimals, integers, fractions, all these topics are dependent on the beginner level, and students tend to take this complete beginner level very lightly. They think, oh, addition, subtraction, why should we learn at this stage? I tell you friends, we have brought out this course specially for those students who want to excel in speed mathematics, who want to be very good in mental maths, and thereby ensuring success in the basic level exams at school, whether it is like some of the Olympiads which are conducted at school level, or placement exams, SSC, UPSC, CAT, MAT, hundreds of examinations are there where quantitative aptitude is involved. So we have given 61 explanatory videos in the course and 114 worksheets with answer key. How much of effort that might have taken, right? And that is primarily because we want you to calculate 10x faster. So friends, if you want to go for this Vedic maths course, send me a message on WhatsApp. 9896369963 is my number. You can find this number in the description box here, and best offers are going on right now. So if you are willing to spend a little bit on your competency development, send me a message now. Friends, let's see division of polynomials. Here we have a monomial which is to be divided by another monomial. So what do we do in such cases? We have to remember the laws of exponents. Okay, in division, the quotient law, that means when a raised to power m is divided by a raised to power n, it becomes a raised to power m minus n. This law holds good everywhere when we have to divide monomials. Okay, remember the law. I am going to use it at many places. Okay, now the first term here is 12 a power 6 b power 6 c power 6, and we have to divide that by minus 3 a power 4 b power 2 and c, right? Friends, if only one negative sign is there between the two terms, then your answer is going to be negative only. If both the terms were negative, the negative sign would have cancelled out. Not 12 divided by 3. So 3 1s are 3 and 3 4s are 12. So we have a 4 in the numerator, nothing in the denominator. We don't need to write 1 as the denominator. Remember the law. A power m upon a power n is a power m minus n. A power 6 over a power 4 is a power 2. Why? Because 6 minus 4 is 2. I applied this law. Likewise, b power 6, b power 2 is b power 4. Why? Because 6 minus 2 is 4. C power 6 upon C power 1, nothing means 1, C power 1 is C power 5, right? And nothing is left out in the denominator now, so this is the answer for the division problem. One law of exponent, the quotient law, and job done. Right, friends? What are the other things we have to take care about? One is the negative sign, the other is the numerical part. 12 divided by 3 is 4. And what should be right in the numerator and what is to be written in the denominator, that is also important. Right, friends? Let's see the second one here. So we have 3 different terms in the numerator here and 1 term in the denominator. So what will I do here is, I will take the first term 8x power 5 and divide it by minus 8x power 4, which is in the denominator. Then I will take negative 32x power 4, the second term in the numerator, and divide it by the same thing, minus 8x power 4. Then I will take third term plus 16x cube and divide it by the same thing, minus 8x power 4. Right? So I separated out the term in the denominator with all the terms in the numerator. And now I will do what I did here 3 times and I will try to get my answer. For the first part, we have a negative sign. So negative 8 cancels out, and x power 5 upon x power 4, the same law, x power 1, right? So it is just x. I don't need to write power 1. Now minus and minus, 2 negatives make a positive. 8 cancels 32 4 times, so we have a 4 here. X power 4 and x power 4 is x power 0, so we don't need to write anything. X power 4 cancels out, so only 4. In this one, we have plus and a minus, so 1 minus sign will give a minus sign. 8 cancels 16 2 times, so we have a 2 in the numerator. Now see what happens here. The denominator contains the higher power and the numerator contains the lower power. So whenever this happens, we have to apply the law but write the leftover in the denominator. That is the place where we have the higher exponent. So x power 4 and x power 3 is, the subtraction is x power 1, right? But we will write that in the denominator because x power 4 is the higher power, right? And this gives us the answer for this division problem. Not difficult, friends. This is easy, right? And if you know this thing, how to divide monomials, we can definitely do the long division method, which is here, this question. Now watch out. This question is like a 4-term polynomial to be divided by a 2-term polynomial. So we have to do this now. How do you do this now is, I will write 3x plus 4, which is the divisor, and I will write the dividend 3x cube plus 4x square plus 21x plus 28 here. Okay, divide that by 3x plus 4. Now see, I am telling you the detailed way of solving this, how to perform the long division. Watch out, and I'll ask you to apply it here and tell me the answer in the comments. Okay, so the first term here is 3x cube, right? So I'll use a rough column. Say I'll use a rough column here, 3x cube. This is the first term, and here the first term is 3x. So I will divide them. The first term divided by the first term. What do I get here? 3 cancels out. X cube upon x is x square, right? X square. So I get a x square, which becomes the first term of my quotient. Understood that? Now this x square is to be multiplied by the divisor 3x plus 4. So what do I get here? This is 3x cube plus 4x square. This I will write under the dividend, and mind you, you have to write the like terms below the like terms, x cube below x cube and x square below x square. So what do you do in traditional division? You change the sign, plus becomes minus and add or subtract the like terms. So 3x cube minus 3x cube cancels out, 4x square minus 4x square also cancels out, and we have to bring down 21x plus 28. Now the first step is done. In the second step, we have to perform the same thing again. So let me just make some space here. I'll erase this. So now I have to again take the first term here, which is 21x, and divide it by the first term here, which is 3x. So what do I get? This is 7, right? So plus 7 becomes the next part of my quotient. And now this 7 is to be multiplied by the divisor, 3x plus 4, which gives me 21x plus 28. And this I have to write below this. Change the sign, cancel, 0 remainder, and your answer is x square plus 7. The process of division is not difficult, but lot of chances of committing the error, and that is why this has to be practiced. And practice using what? All the worksheets which we have brought out. Okay. So for division of polynomials, we have given 60 questions to practice. If you practice all those 60 questions, you will be like a Superman in division of polynomials, right? So again, the same thing works out here also. We have a big polynomial here, and that is to be divided by y plus 5. So you will write y plus 5 as the divisor and the dividend as this particular polynomial, 3y cube plus 17y square plus 15y plus 26, and perform the same steps again. Divide this by the first term here, you get the first term here, and then perform it. I'll leave this question as a DIY to you. Apply the same method, perform this division, and comment. That is really important. Comment below what is the answer for this particular question which you obtained. Okay, so don't forget. Okay, commenting is more important. I'll surely reply to your comments. Okay friends, so this is called long division method. Although there are complex problems, there are more complexities in the questions of division which you can practice and feel comfortable that you know the concept well. So friends, if you have learned something in this video, do share it, do subscribe the channel and click the bell shaped icon for getting all the notifications. Thanks for watching this amazing video of division of polynomials. All the best.